Well, welcome everybody to the second video that I'm doing today with our sponsors. But before we get into that, I'm going to do this. Well, that was us at Excel March earlier this year, and this Thursday we are running our own Expo, if you hadn't heard, in Nottingham. And I'd love to introduce you to two wonderful people. We have Ghazala, Jabeen, and we also have Natalie, Alsop, and they are joining us because they are joint sponsors of our Expo. So welcome, ladies.
Hello, lovely to see you.
Hi, good to be here.
It's going to be a bit tricky with the three of us, but I'm sure that we'll manage it. First question, though, is can you briefly introduce your companies and explain why you decided to sponsor the Expo? Gaz, you go.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, so Ghazala Jabeen, I'm the founder of Number One Marketing Machine. And briefly, what I do is bring to you over 35 years of industry experience to help you to present like a pro and sell like a superstar. Very short, what I mean by that is we can have the very best product or service. If we do not present professionally in a way that is engaging and connecting people to do business with you, we kind of miss the trick. So I show you some of the secret formulas, how to get closing more deals in less time. The reason I decided to choose to be a sponsor with 4N is not only am I a member of 4N and proud member of that because I've met an amazing new family of business people in the UK and wider reach as well through some of the amazing events that they do. And the most important thing is that as a sponsor, you want to be seen in a credible way in an association where today, more than anything, businesses really need the extra exposure from a credible platform, more importantly, with other business people with like-minded drive that they have to create business success. And also, it's time that we all kind of rolled our sleeves up and went to work because now businesses more than ever need to really sit up, shine their own light and to be associated with other businesses where we thrive and go strong with it. And I'm proud together with my fellow sponsor who's going to introduce herself, but we wanted to be just spotlighting the credibility aspect of it and also a good platform which is on fire right now, and we are fired up as well to really show people it's time to wake up and smell the coffee and do business. Back to you.
Exactly. And Natalie.
Hi, yes, so Natalie from Engaging Content. My specialism is websites, SEO and blogging, so that you can be more visible online without having to slave away on social media, but where you're actually magnetically attracting your ideal audience to you through the power of your website and all the tools and tactics that I can help to achieve that. I work with service business owners, but a lot of coaches, consultants, solopreneurs who are small enough to want to do some of this themselves, but also to sort of invest back in their business with this knowledge and won't necessarily have the budget to be going to an agency. So I'm trying to bridge that gap between needing this visibility and being able to provide a really solid and practical solution, essentially. The reason I've decided to do this sponsor is because, like Gaz, it's all about it's all about putting yourself out there, right? And I haven't done a lot of this, so I'm way out of my comfort zone, but I'm ready for the challenge, because ultimately you can't hide away from human connection. You know, it's all well and good. My world is very tech, and I love all of that tech, but actually meeting people in person, breaking down those barriers more quickly, and ultimately, what I love about networking and being part of 4N, of which obviously I'm a member, is I love to learn about all these new businesses that I didn't know about, and being able to kind of signpost my community to other businesses that maybe I can't help them, but somebody else could. And so that's a huge driver for me in business, in networking, and for being a sponsor of this event.
Yeah, thank you. And also, importantly as well, that we don't just have 4N members that are having stands, we actually have non-4N members. So there's going to be lots of new people that we're going to meet. And I know that you're doing 3 little short talks that are about your collaboration and all the rest of it. You know, we're happy and pleased that you're able to offer that into our expo and add a lot of value in doing so. So what key benefits have you gained from being a sponsor, especially in terms of brand exposure and engagement? Although I know you were kind of like quite late on the scene.
Do you want to go, Gaz? Or
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, I think the important thing is as well is not that we shout about our own businesses, but when somebody else shouts about your business for you as well. I think that part of the connection, and 4N have done that not only on their website, the brochures that are being printed as well, and the people that we're speaking to, and the people that are sharing the expo excitement of the event to their audiences. So it's like an audience to an audience, and then you've got a much bigger audience by association. And for me, that's a massive boost to when you invest in this state right now as sponsors. There's a greater tenfold of return of who you are, where you are, not just with what you're saying you're a sponsor, but the collective team of people in businesses coming together. So that's from me to you,
yeah.
Natalie.
Yeah, and I would, to add to that, it's that kind of compound effect, really, of being out there, being visible, connecting, and just sort of seeing where that goes in the future. And it's just really, really exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in on Thursday, and my banner has arrived. So we're getting all the behind the scenes things sorted, and yeah, we'll be there with on this.
Yeah, it's ramping up. People are getting excited. People are setting off tomorrow. I'm going up tomorrow as well. So, and you know, it's a good community feel. And as you sort of said, conversations, you never know where they end up taking you. So, I mean, what specific goals or initiatives are you looking to achieve during this particular expo?
Well, for me, what I'm looking to achieve is the bigger connection in the network, because as Natalie said, it's not who you're talking to, it's who they are talking to as well, and letting people know how we can help. Like for me, working with helping direct sales professionals, network marketers, people that are starting up just fresh, or people at crossroads needing that support, how to market their business. I was saying to one of our 4N members that I am one of these from bill to till. Billboard is the marketing and the sales is the till. And I'm going to be showing people not only how do you market who you are, but how do you bring the money in. And so I'm looking to get that achievement from people so they understand the message clearly, you know, from what we're doing. And yeah, that's a big part of being clear with our role for business support collectively, and that we can serve. And as servant-driven leaders that we are in our business, we have done all this passionately to be able to part that knowledge to others so they can have that success as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for me, I think, and I teach this a lot with my members and my clients, it's that kind of voice of customer data. So when you're talking to people and you're hearing the problems they're having, a lot of what I do is kind of fixing tech issues, simplifying things where it's very easy to overcomplicate a business. So when I start to actually have these conversations, it's great to hear the words people are using so that then I can help them more, because how somebody might explain something to me might be very different to how I'm putting my messaging out there. So it just means it's sort of like a two-way thing where I can help them, and they can help me as well. So that will be really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Givers gain, as they say in any other words. So can you share some highlights or key events that attendees should look forward to at your stand and related to your sponsorship?
We're excited about this one, actually. And, you know, I just want to say, for me, as we are talking right now and sharing, to talk about collaborations, the fact that Natalie and I have come together, and we are like hand in glove in support for businesses, literally, because we talked about this often, and we're going to be sharing this. It is not just about how we show up in business, but have we got all the back end tied up nicely? That's the part of it. And that's where Natalie, you know, when she's covering the backstage of the work that is required, and I deal with how do we strut our stuff in the front stage, when we are there. And I encourage everybody that's listening, whether you are in Scotland or Ireland, I don't care, just you need to get on a flight or a ferry, get yourselves to this expo, because people have traveled from far afield to get to this, to hear the speakers, meet the people and learn from it. And for me, from my side, one of the three major things that I'm going to give away to people that are going to come to this event is, number one, they're going to be able to get a gift, which is a personality code breaker. Everybody's talking about AI, and I'm going to be sharing with people one of the most biggest gifts that Forbes magazine have already endorsed as the future of sales. Business has to make money. That's what we're there for. So we're talking about making money, and they're going to be gifted something very special in our stand. The other thing is that 35 years, people say, how do you do this, closing this deal so well? And what's your secret? I'm going to be giving the most powerful 7 steps to sales process as a freebie for people, so they can go away and apply that into their business, so they can start getting sales coming in. And then the third thing is that there are a lot of people, they think their business is in check. Well, actually, it's not, because when I come on the scene and I look at it and I'm like, you haven't done this, you need to do that, this one's not working because of that. I am offering people not just a 30-minute chit chat, I'm going to give them a 30-minute business review and appraisal of what is missing, what's the to-dos and what's the not to-dos. And that's powerful as a collective. And that's a gift that I'll be giving to people that's going to come and see me at the stand from the number one marketing machine. But I know Natalie's got a lot more going on. So Natalie, over to you.
Yeah, so what I'm excited to share is that, apart from the fact that we're going to be taken to the stage together, Gaz, which is really exciting, also I have a limited number of SEO audits that I am going to give away, and these are valued at £500, so they really are worth coming and first come, first served. Beyond that, I want to grow my audience, of course I do, and I have a Facebook group called Simply Visible, which is free to join. And by coming into that, I will be gifting a 5-step visibility challenge where you can actually see how visible you are online. So that will be something I'm going to be offering. But also, I too, when I do the audit, I'll be doing like a strategy call and a roadmap, really, of what you need to do to go and get your website really working hard for you. And I've got unlimited coffee chats to give away. So if anybody, I really do, moving beyond the expo on Thursday, being able to kind of follow up, connect, chat, see how we can help each other. That is definitely something I'm going to be offering.
Wow, that sounds amazing what you guys are offering. So I would imagine loads of people be cluttered around your stand. Going on from that also is how can the attendees and viewers engage with your company during the event, and what can they expect to learn or experience? You've said some of that, so is there anything?
I think the important thing is that actually having that one-to-one as well. So that, it's that know, like, and trust, but also in person, because as everybody's coming out of the woodwork, people are now engaging in person, that people can pick up a real good vibe of somebody when they physically meet with them, speak with them. And that's a real greater bond than just when we are just on virtual space as well. I think that's a great power. And I encourage everybody that whether you've got your business starting, growing, or wanting to, then you need to come to our stand, because when we put together the program that we've put together to help everybody, by the time they finish with Natalie and I, they're going to be rocking and jumping and wanting to shout about their business from the rooftops, because we're going to tell them everything they need to know, the magic formula, because we created this and we've already done that. As the way Natalie's helped me with my business, the confidence that even as a pro in myself is taking it to a whole different level. And I went, aha, that was missing off my website. And Natalie really fine-tuned some of those areas. And that's when people need to come away from the expo feeling confident, driven, excited that they want to stand next year. They want to be the sponsors. They want to be the speakers. And they're going to make sure that other people do the same, because that's really where we want to be driving it, supporting the bigger 4N platform, but also part of that with like-minded professionals raring to go. So, Natalie?
Yeah, and so the best thing to do would be to come to the stand, come and talk to us. We love talking, don't we, Gaz?
Yeah.
Can't trust us out, will we? And also on my pull-up banner, I've got a QR code. So come to the stand, because then you can click the QR code and that will take you to a page on my website, and that will sort of start the process off. Now, without giving too much away, we are going to be hard to miss on Thursday. That's all I'm going to say, right? So
no.
you will know we are there. Isn't that right, Gaz?
I absolutely can't wait. I actually can't shut my eyes with this one, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a highlight in itself as appearing.
Okay, maybe you ought to run the competition as guess what we're going to be coming as.
Oh my word! I've just noticed a friend of mine, Pierre Dupree's, over here as a business. He said, "My word, it's Ghazala Jabeen." It is Pierre. It is the one and only Ghazala Jabeen. Good to have you here, my friend. Yep. He's a business guy. And Pierre, get yourself a train ticket and get yourself over to our expo in Nottingham. No excuses, my friend. Bring yourself. Another hug is missing, so come on over.
Also, I think it's really important to share that the 4N on tour, it's free to attend, right? So if you the link will be shared today, but come along, because there's going to be speed networking, which is just, it's fun, but also it gives you that opportunity to connect with even more businesses. There's going to be some great speakers. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, okay, Nottingham isn't accessible to everybody, but if you can make it, come, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got 44 stands. There's 2 speed networking sessions where you're going to get 10 one-to-ones, and there's going to be loads of people. Well, here's Brenda from
Brenda. Oh, Brenda.
She's not
Brenda, just get an helicopter, my love, and just come down. We'll get a helipad sorted out for you.
I think she needs more than a helicopter. It'll probably be a jump jet or something like that. But anyway, she is on her way over later on in the next month. And then just to kind of like round up, because I'm conscious of the time, are there any plans for future collaborations or projects related to the expo that you'd like to mention?
Oh, we are excited about future collaborations. There is something massively brewing up that we're going to drip feed. We want to drip feed some bits on the day, because if we give too much away, Sarah, they're not going to turn up right. So we want to share some secrets of some major collaborative work for the forthcoming year, and more importantly, what's brewing now that's going to help every single person, online, offline, and even more so for the people that are in person that's going to come, because Natalie and I found some magic, and we want to share that magic spell around with the rest of the people, and we want to really bring people in. Natalie, do you want to say something on that? Because I don't want to take it away from you.
Well, I mean, I guess it's that collaboration over competition thing. There's a big crossover with what Gaz and I do, but ultimately we really complement each other. And where you were saying earlier about how I've helped you with your tech stuff and getting you to where you are now with, feeling more confident with your website, I can also echo that in that Gaz has been so helpful and guiding for me around selling, and has taught me things that, I've had sales help, and that's a continual thing. It's something I don't find easy, but Gaz has taught me stuff that I've never heard before, So I do think that your angle and how you give that is really, really important to share, and I have had that first-hand experience. So yeah, collaboration galore, lots of exciting plans for next year, and there'll definitely be some discounts and things for Expo members by us being there and being able to share some of this with you.
I also want to say, Sarah, just something on the 4N part of it. What a lot of people don't realize is how 4N has transformed in so many ways, because for people who really need to understand the platform of the business networking, there are so many amazing themed events that we have in person and online as well for the big reach. And I think people need to explore the site, look at the events. And when you get to meet the people in there, then you really will feel like business is on the up. And I just want to say, Sarah, I want to thank, for you personally, one, more importantly, to inviting, telling us about it, sharing, supporting us with it, and really putting us on the spotlight for your leadership in the 4N as well. And we both appreciate what you're doing for us as well.
Yeah, I echo all of that. Thank you.
Well, we thank you for taking part, and everybody else. It's not one person that creates a success. It's a whole group of people. And I think, Natalie, you kind of like nailed it, that what 4N is all about is about collaboration. It's not about competition. It's how we can help one another is the most important point. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, if not Thursday. Have a safe trip.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
And I'd like to say thank you for joining me today, and we will be off. So,
okay.
sayonara.
Thank you, Sarah.
Everybody, see you Thursday.